Italy's decision to sell 2 operational FREMM-class frigates to the Hellenic Navy has stirred debate both domestically and abroad, often due to a fundamental misunderstanding of what this transfer represents. At first glance, critics frame the move as a reduction of capabilities, as if Rome were sacrificing naval strength for short-term financial gain. In reality, the transaction reflects a deliberate, carefully calculated restructuring of Italy's maritime posture, one that aligns with long-term modernization plans, strengthens NATO cohesion, and enhances Mediterranean security. Far from weakening its navy, Italy is leveraging a model that could be described as a fleet recapitalization strategy, transferring valuable but outgoing platforms to an ally while reinvesting the proceeds directly into next-generation warships. This is not the behavior of a navy in retreat, it is the behavior of a navy optimizing for the future. The FREMM program itself, developed jointly by France and Italy, stands as one of Europe's most successful naval engineering achievements of the 21st century. Although a cooperative endeavor, the Italian variants carry a distinct national design philosophy, reflecting Fincantieri's emphasis on anti-submarine warfare, sensor proficiency, and robust command and control architecture. Over the past decade, Italian FREMMs demonstrated not only exceptional ASW performance but also multi-mission versatility suited for the increasingly complex environment of the Mediterranean theater. Their proven reliability explains why Greece chose to acquire ships already in active service rather than wait several years for new construction. For Athens, this is a rapid enhancement of operational readiness. For Italy, it is an elegant transition from highly capable platforms to even more advanced ones. From Italy's perspective, the sale is a timely and rational maneuver. The FREMM hulls being transferred to Greece, though still potent, are considered transitional assets within the Italian Navy's modernization roadmap. Replacing them with the FREMM-EVO variant, equipped with improved radar arrays, more powerful electronic warfare suites, enhanced sonar systems, and upgraded combat architecture tailored for the threats of the 2030s, represents a generational leap rather than marginal evolution. Instead of maintaining older vessels while waiting years for new ships to enter service, Italy accelerates its procurement cycle. The funds generated from the sale, measured in hundreds of millions of euros, immediately flow back into shipbuilding pipelines, ensuring uninterrupted industrial momentum at Fincantieri's facilities. This creates a virtuous cycle: reduced fiscal pressure, sustained shipyard activity, and faster delivery of next-generation vessels. For Greece, the acquisition carries direct strategic significance. In an environment shaped by recurring tensions with Turkey, naval supremacy and situational awareness in the Aegean and Eastern Mediterranean are critical for deterrence. Anti-submarine warfare remains one of the most demanding disciplines in naval operations, relying on advanced sonar systems, stealthy propulsion, and highly trained crews. The FREMM frigates arriving from Italy provide Greece not just with modern hulls but with battle-proven platforms integrated into NATO's operational networks. They arrive with existing logistics chains, established training pathways, and interoperability already tested with Italian maritime forces. For the Hellenic Navy, this is a rare opportunity, acquiring fully functional ASW-optimized ships that can immediately influence local maritime balances. Crucially, within the broader NATO structure, the transfer should be seen as an internal optimization rather than a loss of capability. When a warship moves from one NATO fleet to another, it does not diminish the alliance's collective maritime strength. Instead, it redistributes it to where it is most needed. Greek waters represent one of the alliance's most dynamic maritime frontiers, with constant operational activity and persistent geopolitical competition. Italy, positioned in the central Mediterranean, plays a broader stability role rather than a frontline one. Strengthening Greece's navy therefore enhances NATO's overall presence without reducing Italy's long-term contribution. This stands in stark contrast to arms transfers outside the alliance, where capability effectively leaves the shared security ecosystem. The industrial dimension of the transfer is equally important. Fincantieri, which has already established itself as one of Europe's premier naval shipbuilders, benefits from predictable workflows, sustained employment, and increased international visibility as a supplier of not just ships, but ready-to-deploy naval power. Many countries face the dilemma of needing immediate reinforcement of naval capabilities but lacking the 3 to 5 years typically required to build new warships. Italy's model, transferring operational ships while simultaneously launching next-generation builds, positions Rome as a unique provider of rapid delivery combat capability. This differentiates Italy from other shipbuilding nations that can offer only long-term construction contracts without interim operational solutions. Looking toward 2030 to 2035, Italy's naval arsenal will be younger, more integrated, and better aligned with the evolving European defense architecture. The FREMM-EVO class, supported by robust domestic industrial capacity, will ensure Italy maintains qualitative and sensor superiority in a Mediterranean increasingly shaped by new technologies and threats. Among these are autonomous underwater systems, drone swarms, hypersonic anti-ship missiles, and advanced electronic warfare environments, all of which require platforms with strong digital resilience, adaptable combat systems, and enhanced network capabilities. Rather than allowing the FREMM line to gradually age into obsolescence, Italy is revitalizing it and ensuring continuity of technological advancement. Perhaps the most revealing aspect of Italy's decision is the confidence it conveys. A country uncertain about its maritime future would cling to every existing hull, prioritizing retention over modernization. Italy has taken the opposite approach. It is trading good ships for better ones, reinvesting instead of downsizing, and positioning itself at the forefront of European naval renewal. None of the ships Italy is selling are vessels it expects to rely on 5 to 10 years from now. And none of the ships it plans to acquire will be inferior to those being replaced. It is a measured, forward-leaning transformation rooted in long-term strategic logic. In conclusion, Italy's transfer of 2 FREMM frigates to Greece should not be interpreted as a contraction of naval power but as a sophisticated realignment of capabilities. Greece gains immediate combat-ready strength, NATO gains a more resilient maritime posture in the eastern Mediterranean, Fincantieri gains industrial continuity and prestige, and Italy positions itself to lead the next phase of European fleet modernization. This is not a sale driven by necessity but a reinvestment driven by vision. Italy is not merely managing its fleet, it is actively shaping its future.